eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through?
What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome to another episode of The Holiday Hustle. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about a very popular topic when it comes to working out. Free weights versus machines. Which one should I use? Which one's better? Which one's worse? Why don't we just pop right in here? We're going to address that very topic in 3, 2, 1. Like a clever thumbnail. We'll do it later. Yeah. Just like, hey.
I'm recording all this.
What?
I'm recording all this.
Recording. Take a picture right of that. Alright, what's up guys? So we're going to start off by listing out pros and cons of machines and free weights and how you can incorporate them into your own workouts. So we're going to start off by actually targeting the machines. So when it comes to machines, one top pro that I can give in terms of utilizing these is if you're a beginner, just starting out, just working out, not really familiar with exercise or lifting in general, this is a fantastic place to start. One of the big reasons why is because the weight's already set, so you don't have to worry about improperly transferring weights from one place to another, potentially hurting your back, lifting with improper form, etc. It's already loaded, pin loaded or plate loaded. There are a couple different choices when it comes to your gym. Depends on what the layout is there. So we're on one of the most popular pieces right here. This is your chest press. In terms of setup, the machines vary across the board. This one has an assist bar, and as you can see, bars go forward and back. So depending on your mobility, that's another perk as well. This helps with getting your setup in place without hurting anything in the process. So, as you can see, I can only go in one direction, forward and back. So, to continue listing the pros, you can only go in one plane or one fixed direction with machines, and that's one of the big perks with it. So, it's good and a bad thing. Because with that, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Less stabilization is going to be involved, therefore less core involvement is going to be taking place during the actual execution of the movement. So it's one thing to keep in mind.
Hey guys, Juicy K here.
Oops.
You are recording? Okay. Alright. So, to continue with the list of pros, as you can see, there's a plethora of equipment when it comes to machines. The reason why there's so much is because they're very big on isolating particular muscle groups. So that's a good and a bad thing. So when it comes to machines, you're literally targeting 1 to 2 muscle groups at most, meaning that you have to go from piece to piece to piece in order to get a full comprehensive workout in. It's a good thing if you're catering to a particular sport such as bodybuilding, where aesthetics is your primary focus and you want to build your overall physique. So taking for example the mid-row here, getting set up here, you're not going to be working your legs, you're not going to be working your core necessarily, you're not going to be working your chest like we just did with the chest press. This is a pulling movement, leading with the elbows, squeezing the back. So all you're working is your posterior portion of your body. Meaning you have to go back to something like the chest press if you want to get that pushing or the antagonistic motion in order to work the front side.
Hey, it's Juicy K here. You want a tennis lesson? Come see me. Mary Fitness.
Juicy K for further fitness tips. Thank you, Juicy K. Anyway. Where was I going with that? That's good. No, that was good. I like that. We're still going. Okay. And lastly, one huge pro associated with machine use, whether you're just starting out, intermediate, etc., is if you are rehabbing an injury. So when it comes to weightlifting, injury, it's going to be a potential reason to stop lifting or have to, adjust your workout as you go along. So if you do sustain an injury to where you don't want to potentially re-injure or further your injury or aggravate your injury, whatever it is, machines are a great way to go, simply because of that fixed plane that we talked about before, less use of the core, and focusing on strengthening the joints, the muscles around that targeted injury. Now we're transitioning to free weights, as you can see. So we're not fixed, we're not sitting on anything, we're not in a stationary spot, we're moving, blood's flowing, heart's pumping. We're gonna start with the perks of free weights. So, yeah, there's a variety of free weights before we get too deep into the topic. You have dumbbells, as you can see. Back here, this is called kettlebells. Then you can also go with the barbell route, which a lot of people are most familiar with. In terms of free weights though, one of the top perks, and it alludes back to the point that we really emphasize with the machines, is the whole core stabilization factor. So even with that exercise right there, as you can tell, when I'm moving one weight at a time, I'm forcing my core to stabilize the entire time and be engaged the entire time, which is the primary difference between free weights and machines. Am I saying machines are bad? Just like, totally negating why you should even use those? No, not necessarily. Just refer back to the points we stated before in terms of why and how they're appropriate within your training. But that is one of the primary distinctions between free weights and machines. So do realize that no matter what the movement is, whether it is something as simple as bicep curls, right here, a single joint movement, when I move one side at a time, it's automatically taking me off my center of gravity. So everything starts from here and then stems outward, no matter what the movement is. So whether it's bicep curls, something like squats, etc., it's gonna try and take you off your center of gravity, so it's a little more challenging on your central nervous system in the long run. So do keep that in mind. Free weights are also awesome in terms of training for sport-specific movements. So with that, as you can see, a lot of components are involved with that. One, explosiveness, but also working on that rotational movement and power transfer and weight displacement. All with using one piece right here. So that's the big, once again, that's the big difference between machines and free weights. Is the fact that these are a lot more versatile. There's a lot more movements that you can do with just one piece. You don't have to worry about going from one piece to another just to get what you could do with one piece of equipment in terms of free weight. So do keep that in mind. A lot of the things that you can do with whether it is med ball, dumbbells, kettlebell, we'll be able to transfer to activities outside of there. So that's probably one of my biggest recommendations as to why I would lean more so towards free weights if you could, and there's no pre-existing limitations or anything holding you back. Any potential injuries as well. Like I said, if you're undergoing rehab for a particular injury, I would kind of start off with the machines, get the blood flowing again, get the fluid around the joints, ensure that they're acclimated to the physical activity you want to do. Once you're able to progress and get that foundation set, start to make your way back to free weights and then progress from there. Okay, so in conclusion, which one's better? Which one should I use, free weights or machines? The answer is neither one's superior, honestly. So as you can tell, there's a time and a place for both. So let's say you're just starting out, we're gonna go over the high points of each of them. So our takeaways from the machines. If you're just starting out, if you're overcoming an injury, or just learning fundamentals and just the foundational components of proper mechanics, start with the machines. Not to mention it's already preset, and if you're on a time crunch as well, I didn't really mention this before, it's a great way to just form a nice quick circuit so you can get in, get out, and still get your workout in a timely manner. So those are the high points from using machines. Transitioning to the free weights, as you can see, the versatility and the functional capacity that's associated with free weights, those are the highest takeaway points. So if you're training for something sport specific, whether it is bodybuilding, CrossFit, Olympic lifting, or just athletic performance in general, free weights are probably going to be your go-to, just because the skills that you're going to be able to learn and apply are going to transfer a lot more to the sports that you're targeting outside of the gym. So once you're done with your strength training sessions, that's going to be the route to go. That's going to help you most with your athletic performance once you make your way outside of the gym. So those are the top takeaway points from the face-off, free weights versus machines. Which one should you do? My best recommendation is to do both. Find a blend of both, find a hybrid program that works for you, and try and incorporate both of them into your workout regimen, and that way you can have the most comprehensive training routine that you can, get the best of both worlds. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please click subscribe. I think it's up here in the corner. Click the subscribe button. More content to come. With that said, take care. We'll see you all next week. Later.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling.